Mr. Irrelevant Brock Purdy still has plenty of doubters in the national media because they believe he is being carried by the San Francisco 49ers weapons. And when you look at what they got, Christian McCaffrey is playing at damn near an MVP level. Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle, of course, there are weapons everywhere, but Brock Purdy deserves more credit for what he is doing and what he is being successful at. Aaron Rodgers went on the Pat McAfee show to discuss those exact things and basically says that he is a fan of what Brock Purdy is doing and has belief in the young signal caller. Take a listen to what Aaron Rodgers had to say about Brock on the Pat McAfee show right here.
With the game being on Sunday night and you traveling and everything, I don't know how much of the games you got to watch this weekend, but I'm curious your thoughts on Brock Purdy. It seems like anytime someone talks about him, it always comes with a caveat. It's like, yeah, well, he's only good because, or he's only playing well because he's in Shanahan's system. He has all these weapons around him. Like, now that people have a book on him, the pump, he's going to turn into a pumpkin. The other shoe's going to drop, but I think he's won like 15 regular season games in a row.
Yeah.
At what point do you think people are just going to be like, hey, Brock Purdy's actually pretty good? Or do you think it's always going to be this guy's good because he plays for Kyle Shanahan?
Yeah, that's a good question. And I didn't see the game, but I saw the stats. And I'm a fan for sure. I think he's done some great things. What was he, like 21 of 22 or
20
something?
of 21, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
20 of 21.
He is it's unbelievable. Decision making seems to be good, and he throws it in a keyhole, and he's never he's phenomenal to watch here early. Early is what everybody says.
Yeah, early. It's like I think people always have to have some sort of caveat. Kyle's such a great play caller, and he's got CMC and Deebo and Kittle and all these guys. At some point, I think some of that's going to die down. They're going to realize that Brock's a pretty damn good player, and it's hard to play in this league. And I think you saw a couple guys. I mean, Justin had an amazing stretch there where I think he had one incompletion of his first 23 or 24, and it was a Hail Mary incompletion. Somebody said, and I can't believe they end up losing that game. But I was happy for him to go out and ball like that. Brock has done some great things, and at some point people are going to be like, okay, well, maybe it's not just that Kyle's a great play caller and he's got these weapons, but you still got a guy who's got to pull the trigger every single time and make decisions. And I watched the game a couple weeks ago, and I thought he made like 3 or 4 really high-level throws, back shoulder throws and tight window throws, and then a couple look-offs. So I got nothing but praise for Brock and respect for the way he's played.
I think they're paying him like $940,000 too.
Yeah, at most.
That's the starting quarterback in the NFL for the Niners right now. That's quite a weapon for a GM and a team. I hope he gets paid, but the Niners are like, wow, he isn't being paid.
Yeah.
Let's go and do our thing.
At this point, if you're still doubting and you're still hating on Brock Purdy, just say you don't watch ball, because if you watch football and you're trying to actively analyze it, it's really easy to see that Brock Purdy isn't being carried. He isn't a dink and dunk quarterback. He is able to spread the football around the field, put it where he wants, and considering he is coming back from a serious UCL injury, and this is only his 4th game back since doing that, his first full season as a starter heading into the year, and only his 2nd year in the NFL after being the last pick in the NFL draft. What Brock Purdy is doing right now is absolutely remarkable. And if you somehow try to find a way to discredit and take away from Brock Purdy at this point, with all the evidence, and when we say evidence, we're talking about the tape, with all the tape on Brock Purdy, and you're still trying to find ways to tear this guy down, it is what it is. You're just a hater at this point. You're just a hater. That's what it is. Or you don't know ball. It's one of the two. So Brock Purdy right now is proving to the best players to ever play in this game that he's for real. And again, it's the people who genuinely know football who have been talking about Brock Purdy and what he is and correctly analyzing him for a long time. But let me know, What do you think of what Aaron Rodgers had to say on the Pat McAfee Show? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.